Hi guys, welcome back to Nam's channel. Today we are going to do this hard one with our one set as we just done before. So let's start it. We first Shift A and mesh, circle, change the vertices to 24. Then we type in RX90, select the middle vertices, O to enable our proportional editing, and on our top menu change the type to sharp. In here, with G and Z to move it. We can use our middle mouse to adjust the affected area. Then A to select all, SX. Command F, choose group fill. Then we're gonna tweak those two numbers to something like this. It's 4 and 4. And now we E and Y to extrude it. Type out. Give it a decimate modifier, choose and subdivide, change the interactions to 1. It should be looks like something like this. Then we type in, we holding Alt and Shift, select all of the outlines. So we should have something like this. S and Y to scale it. Then type out. We Shift A, add a curve, go to Path. Type in GX to move it. Then we just tweak the shape to make a heart shape. In here, we go to our side panel, change the very top resolution preview to 4. And under the geometry bevel, we go to profile. Give it some dips. And then tweak this curve to something like this. So you can see the change in here. Give it a Command 3 subdivision modifier. Then we type in continue to tweak the shape. We can select one of the vertices, Alt S to adjust the scale of it. And in here we just E to extrude one more. E. Then E. So once you're happy with the shape, we go to our side menu, item, select a random vertices, tweak the tilt. Just tweak the rotation. Then we type out, go to modifiers, give it a mirror modifier. We select this curve, Shift D, another one, tap in, and tweak the location first. In here, we A to select all, go to our curve data. And now we change this curve to something different. Maybe something like this. Also decrease the dips. And continue tweak it. Can delete those bottom vertices. I will have something like this. We Shift D another one. For the new duplicate one, we decrease the dips. And tap in, G to move it. Then for the round, we Shift A, add a mesh, circle, change the vertices to 12. Tap in, S to scale it, E and Z to extrude. Alt Z select the bottom vertices, Alt Z to quit our X-ray mode. We ES, then G and Z. EZ, then EZ one more time, S to scale, EZ one more time. In here, we're holding Alt and Shift, select those two loops, Shift D, right click to release, P to separate to selection. And now we select the things we just duplicate, right click, convert it to curve. Then we go to the curve data under the geometry, round. Give it some dips. Like this, right click, shade smooth. Then for the bottom one, we tap in, holding Alt, select the very bottom edge, Shift S, cursor to select it, tap out, Shift A, add a mesh, echo sphere. We tap in, S to scale it, G and Z to move it. In here, we press O to enable our proportional editing, G and Z. Alt Z to get into our X-ray mode. delete those vertices, X, delete. Holding Alt, select the very top edge as Z0, O to disable the proportional editing, G and Z a bit, S, ES. So it should be something like this. And then we're gonna make the bow tie in here. We just select the one we just made, Shift D, another one, tap in, tweak the shape. For this one, go to our Set Data panel, change the depth to 0, and go to Extrude. Give it some thickness like this. Then give it a Solidify modifier. Make sure your Solidify modifier is on top of the Subdivision modifier. Give it some depth. And now we just tweak it. And if you feel this is way too hard to adjust, you can select those two vertices, right-click, subdivide. So you have one more control point, it should be easier. Just keep doing all of the adjustment. E to extrude another one. E one more time. Then E one more time. We can tweak the thickness, also the rotation. Remember to go to our side view to tweak it. G and Y to make them not that overlapped. And then as a crown on the top, we Shift A, add a mesh, circle, change the vertices to 12, G and Z to move it up, tap in, S to scale it, E and Z to extrude it on the Z-axis, S to scale. Then we go to our top menu, select, checker deselect, G and Z, then S. In here we Command R, add a loop, then Alt S. Holding Alt, select our very bottom edge, ES, EZ, then ES. We should have something like this. We Shift S, cursor to select it, and Shift A, add an icosphere. Tap in, S to scale it, then S and Y. With G and Y to move it in our edit mode, G and Z. Then we tap out. We need to make sure in our object mode, when we select it, the POA point of this object is in the center of our crown. Give it an array modifier. Add an array modifier, change the shape to circle. It should be something like this. Increase the count to something you like. Also give this crown a Solidify modifier, something like this. Then we Shift S, cursor toward origin, Shift A, icosphere. Just move it, G and Z, S to scale, G and Y. So we have something like this. For the star in here, is a star came with Blender. We Shift A, add a mesh. Go to extras. There is a simple star. Points is 5, RX 90. Then we drag to move it, tap in, holding Alt and Shift, select the outline. For the both sides, S and Y, we have something like this. And then for the other star, we Shift A, add a mesh, cube, tap in, 3 for face selection, select all the side faces, Alt E, extrude individual faces, press Dot key on our keyboard, change our POA point to individual origins, S to scale it. Press your Dot key, change your POA point back to the media point, select the front and back faces, center faces, S to scale it. Alt Z to get into our X-ray mode, select those two side faces, SX. Alt Z, give it a Command 2 subdivision modifier. If you feel right now the corner is very rounded, we just tap in, add few loops. Command R to add loops. So we have something like this. For the little bubble is another icosphere with Shift D, X. For this one, we can right click, Shift Smooth. The little circle, Shift A, add a curve, circle, G to move it. Rotate it somewhere you like, S and Y. And go to Data. Under Geometry Round, give it some thickness, Then we just place those things. I think that's all about the modeling part. All of those ones came from our past assets. This little one, that small one, this one, and also the one on the top. So if you haven't watched that, I will link it below in the description. Right now, let's jump to our material part. We go to our material preview, the second icon in here. Then drag a new menu. For the bow tie, I use the same material as this one. If you have this made already, you just click the one in here, then drag this icon to the bow tie in here. It should be copied. All of the star material, those two, and those little rings on the bottom, let's just play with the metallic, the color, also the roughness. We got something like this. Now you guys can test it out. For the one in here, we can give it a metallic to 0.8, the roughness to 0.25. For the crown, we give it a new material, Shift A, add a color ramp. Connect the color to the base color. Shift A, add a separate XYZ, connect the Z-axis to the factor. Then with the separate XYZ selected, Ctrl T, add a mapping. Delay the image texture, connect the vector to the vector. Change it from UV to object. It should be something like this. We use the Z location to move it. We can change it from linear to B-spline, so it can be more smooth. Do something like this. Give it a color. Turn on the transmission to 1. And play with the metallic, also the roughness. And we can also connect the factor from the color ramp to the emission color and give it some strength, like 0.12. For the heart, we give it a new material, then delay the principal BSDF, then Shift A, add a glass BSDF, Shift A, add an emission. Holding Ctrl and Shift, drag our right mouse from the glass BSDF to the emission to create a mix shader, then connect the shader to the surface. With Shift A, add a layer weight. Connect the facing to the factor. Then duplicate another layer weight, Shift D to duplicate it. Then Shift A, add a color ramp. Connect the facing to the color ramp. Then connect the color to the color of the emission. In here, we give them a color. Then for glass BSDF, we give it a base color. So after rendered, it should be something like this. This little bottom thing and this cycle sphere shares the same material with this heart. We just select it and drag it to the part that it won't be the same material. For the inner two, change the metallic to 0.8 and the roughness to 0.25. For the outer one, they share the same material with the crown. We click the crown, drag this icon to the outer one. And if the color is off, we can duplicate another one. Then in here, we came to tweak the color. Maybe to something like this. The result would be better if you render it using cycles. So that's about today's tutorial. Thanks for watching. Feel free to leave a comment below if you have any questions. I will see you next week. Bye!